Yo, what's good, y'all? It's your boy for Killer Kiosk School from Cool to the Fullest up in here, y'all. Cool podcast day, y'all. Cool podcast day up in here for real. Say cool, a podcast, y'all. Cool, a podcast, y'all. Say cool, podcast day, y'all. Up in here, 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 up in here. For real. Season 4, episode 2, y'all. Season 4, episode 2, y'all. Oh, yes. It's on and popping for real. Yes, y'all. Oh, yes. The making of the 5 heartbeats, y'all. The making of the 5 heartbeats. Official documentary review, y'all. Yes. The making of the 5 heartbeats. Official documentary review. Yes, y'all. I know y'all are waiting for this one for real. Yes. Yo, I watched this documentary more than once. And yes, I have seen the movie too many times. The 5 Heartbeats, yes. Oh, yes. This documentary was so dope. It's all get out. I enjoyed how they explained how it all started and everything else. And put some respect on Robert Townsend's name, y'all. Put some respect on him for real. You don't really hear too much about Robert Townsend on the level as Spike Lee, Mario Van Peebles, Antoine Fuqua, and the list goes on and on. That's facts. That is completely facts, y'all. Yes. Robert Townsend, brother, you really did your thing on doing this film for real. And I still enjoyed the 5 Heartbeats to this day. I know all the quotes. I know the storyline, everything. Here's the thing I was kind of a little surprised about Robert Townsend. Robert Townsend wanted Denzel Washington to play Eddie Kane Jr. I paused for a minute. I'm like, Robert, you and I need to have a conversation. So, we all love Denzel Washington. We love him and all that. But, Robert, do you really want Denzel Washington to play Eddie Kane Jr.? Do you really want an actor to outshine Leon? Come on now. You don't want an actor to outshine another actor in your own film. Do you want that, Robert? So, and Robert Townsend wanted Winnie Houston to play Eddie Kane Jr.'s girlfriend, baby doll. Wow. See, I did not know anything about that at all. And the other actress who played Baby Doll did amazing job as well. Did amazing, fantastic job for real. And yes, rest in peace to Diane Carroll, Harold Nicholas from the Nicholas Brothers. Oh my God. John Witherspoon, come on now. We're going to forget about him. He had a small role in that film as well. And here's another thing that really, really, really got me want to bite my tongue for real. They were talking about that scene where Robert Townsend's character, Duck, had trouble writing the lyrics and all that, and the little girl, who's now a grown woman, played his sister, and she started singing and everything else. They wanted to take that scene out. The studio wanted to take that scene out. Not only that, wanted Robert Townsend to take that scene out, and he refused to do that. And I commend Robert Townsend 100% on that one. That scene was so dope. And you mean to tell me you want to take that scene out? Studios, have y'all lost your mind? I mean, for real. You know, what was the other scene? Oh, yeah. Eddie Kane Jr., that church scene. They wanted to take that scene out. I said, no. Keep that scene in there. And Robert Townsend and the studio had to go back and forth with that. And yeah. Phew. Man, this documentary was so dope. It's all get out. And it's still popular to this day. For real. And not only shout out to Robert Townsend, shout out to Ken Wayans. For real. Even though he had to do In Living Color, he had to do that as well. But shout out to him as well. And shout out to the cast. Leon. Yes. Everybody was good as well. And I'm sorry, I could not see Denzel Washington playing Eddie Kane Jr. No. I could not see Denzel doing all those steps and dancing, flip-flop. None of that. So, no. No. But this documentary was so dope. It's all get out. Yes. I enjoyed it as well. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. That was my very own review on the making of the 5 heartbeats. The making of the 5 heartbeats, y'all. Yes. Right now, I have 2 special guests. One of them is Rashad G Reviews, y'all. Rashad G Reviews. And J.V. Lewis, y'all. So, yes, y'all. Get ready for Rashad G Reviews and J.V. Lewis. Oh, yes. I am out of here, y'all. Cool Podcast Day, y'all. Cool Podcast Day. Have a wonderful night, y'all. Peace.
I can see through your jive ass like glass, nigga. Stealing my moves, my style, even trying to whip like me.
And here's the review.
Cool, what's going on, G? It's been a minute.
And thank you for inviting me on the channel once again, this time to talk about the making of one of my favorite movies of all time, The Five Heartbeats. So look, you almost messed up giving me this assignment, man, because I could talk about this all day, but I know I have limited time, so I'm going to be short, sweet, to the point. I went and saw this back when it first dropped in 2018. Actually, it dropped on my birthday, so I took my mom to the theater. We saw it together, and every fan of the movie The Five Heartbeats should watch this movie. You know what I'm saying? I think it should be seen as like a double feature. So watch the movie first, then watch the making of, because it's so like as fascinating as the movie is. The story of the making of the movie is just as fascinating. Dealing with studio heads, and I'm pretty sure you're gonna touch on this, but the studio executives trying to cut out two key scenes in the movie, which is when Duck is singing with his sister, and when Eddie Kane got saved in church. And of course, they didn't understand what that meant. Saved? Well, what do you mean saved? Like, we don't get it. And what really almost taken the movie was the marketing. That's what really destroyed the movie from being a box office success, because the trailer showed nothing about what the movie was. So of course people didn't go out and support it. But once it came out on VHS, that's when it took a life of its own. That's when I first saw it on VHS, and from then on it became a staple in most black households. So I guess the studio didn't know how to market the film, because this is during the era of New Jack City and Do the Right Thing, and movies that not so much are negative, but they have to do with violence and hostility, you know what I mean? And the Five Heartbeats represented brotherhood. It represented how these five brothers who, through peaks and valleys, through obstacles and betrayal and all that, come together at the end, and they still love each other, and they still have each other's backs, you know what I'm saying? And their women all stayed with them. Two parts of this documentary that I really enjoyed. The first part was when Robert Townsend talked about how the scene where Eddie confronts Flash, right? The whole, you trying to riff like me, said that Michael Wright really got into character and was like really pushing Flash, right? And Flash, a black belt in karate, was telling Robert, like, look here, man, your boy ain't got too many times to get up in my face like that. I'm about to lay his ass out. You better talk to him. Oh yeah, cool, yeah, I'm gonna talk to him. Steps to your boy and was like, hey, keep doing what you're doing. So not knowing that the scene in the film where he actually closes the door in his face, he's talking to the door, that was improv, because your boy just had enough of Eddie in his face. You know what I'm saying? So I thought that was a funny scene, and just funny to visualize Flash knocking out Eddie Kane Jr. You know what I'm saying? Is it Kane or is it King? I always get confused. As many times as I've seen this movie, I don't know if it's King or Kane. Is it Eddie Kane Jr., Eddie King Jr.? Scene that really stuck out the most in this documentary, though, was the end, where Robert Townsend talked about how a fan approached him and was saying how the movie not only changed his life as an addict, when Eddie gets saved at the end, but also how he shows it to other addicts and how it helps them get off of drugs, you know what I mean? And it's like, just when he thought that this movie was a flop and that people really didn't appreciate it, he had that moment, that epiphany of, wow, like, my work actually touched people. It actually impacted people. And though it was not a box office success and the studios considered it a failure, but people love this movie, and this movie really helped change a lot of people, you know what I'm saying? And as a content creator, and I'm pretty sure, Cool and Blacktastic, y'all can relate to this, even though I talk, like, I critique movies and stuff like that, but to have somebody come to me and say, like, hey, Rashad, watching your videos, I really enjoy your content, and I was at work, I was having a bad day, and I was listening to your content, and it made me laugh, and thank you for that. That means the world to me, you know what I mean? So just to know that your work is impacting people in a positive way, man, there's like no better feeling than that, man. So I got goosebumps watching that scene, actually like teared up watching that, because I get emotional about things like that, you know what I mean? So anyways, not to get all mushy, I really enjoyed this documentary, and I was able to watch it free. Okay. So yeah, wrapping it up, I really enjoyed this documentary. This is a must watch for any fan of the Five Heartbeats. So cool, thank you again for inviting me on the channel, and that's it and that's all. Got nothing but love. I ain't saying baby either, nigga. I just got nothing but love for you. Shit, get up out of here.
Hey, what's good, everybody? This is JB Lewis. Now I'm doing something a little different. Shout out to the homie Cool to the Fullest. He wanted me to do a review of the making of the Five Heartbeats. So for those of y'all that don't know me, I have a YouTube channel, JB Lewis. Instagram and Threads is JLew77. JLEWW77. You know what I'm saying? TikTok, Snapchat, Hive, JB Lewis77. My Twitch gaming channel is JB Lewis. So I checked it out, right? And it's been a while since I've seen the Five Heartbeats certified classic and just watching the documentary that, let me go back. I've been following Cool to the fullest. We've been supporting and following each other on YouTube for years, for the longest. And I like, his take on music, his reviews. And I think he's really opened up and unlocked something different that I want to do. Because usually on my videos, I post my gaming videos on Twitch. Mainly I do like wrestling videos. I do reaction videos to trailers. But reviewing documentaries and talking about them, that might be something that I might look into more. So we've been wanting to do something with each other for a while, and I think this is like I posted a video, talking about things before. I know I did a video about the Good Times, show that was coming to Netflix, and wasn't feeling it, but trying to stay on topic. But the Five Heartbeats, like I said, certified classic. Watching a documentary, like so much stuff you didn't know. I didn't know that Robert Townsend, who was one of the GOATs, does not get the flowers he deserves. Been in the game a long time. Obviously, my first, introduction to him was Hollywood Shuffle, and you watching it as a kid, it was hilarious. It was funny, and then it's like school days. You watch it when you got older, and you missed out on so much, and you like, oh, okay, I completely missed the message. I'm just laughing, enjoying some stuff you got, but you didn't get it fully as a kid. Then as you got older and you watched it, you like, man, I was so unaware, But the Five Heartbeats, man, him and Kenny and Ivory Wayans, they the ones who started it, put it together. As we know, Robert Townsend is a great director. Them going through the motions, trying to get it done, trying to make the pitch. The people who they wanted in it, like a David Allen Greer, I think Tommy Davidson, for the characters. And as things progressed, and it got the okay. But then, of course, when you're dealing with the studios and the powers that be, you know, like the weight game, it like took so long after everything was so promising, and his dream cast, what I'm saying, he wanted to get Denzel in this, he wanted to get Whitney Houston in this, and they thought they had Whitney, but the management, her management was like, we don't think this is a big enough role, what I'm saying, and she's trying to get into acting, but they wanted something way bigger for her, so eventually she had to drop out. And getting the greenlit and the budget they had, Denzel was really highly regarded, still highly regarded, but they just don't think it would have fit into the budget, so they went on this huge casting call. Eventually, since it took so long to get going, Keenan had to drop out because he had to make money, and he told Robert that he pitched this show, which ended up turning out to be In Living Color, which we know what a classic that was. And a lot of the people they wanted to cast in the Five Heartbeats movie, they went along with Keenan, and obviously Robert understood, he's not a hater. He like, man, go do your thing, man. I understood. And the people Robert, got with, the Bill Deals of the world, and as we know, he wanted this, this love that he had was basically based on his love for the Temptations. He wanted to kind of tell the story, obviously David Ruffin and things like that. But then something that you don't think about is that the studio was like, hey, you're going to have to change this up, because if we do this Temptation story, then Motown gonna be like, hey, like as we know as YouTubers, the copyrights and the strikes, and how hard monetization is right now, and they could just pretty much just take it down, wipe it out. So that's when Robert had to do a whole lot of pivoting, He had to do a whole lot of shaking and moving to make things happen, so he went to this group called the Dales, and basically, to get their insight, because he couldn't bring David Ruffin them along because there's a conflict of interest, and obviously you don't want to get them cease and desist letters, you know. So he just went with the deals, and then as he's talking to them and finding out about, you know, the racism and, you know, about the album cover that Robert Townsend was like, why wasn't y'all on the album cover? And it's that thing that you see, which also comes up is like crossover, you know. They don't think people would have bought the album if they would have saw these black guys on the cover. And you know how that is. You know, you still see that to this day, is that you just heard that black movies and black things can't be marketed overseas. It can't make money. You know what I'm saying? And so much of that played into it that he didn't think about, you know, and it's like just his love for wanting to get this movie made. So he went on all these casting calls all over the place, getting all these actors to try to find, you know what I'm saying, you know, the people for the roles, since he couldn't get his dream, you know, his dream cast. And he pretty much, he picked some gems. And then one of the most crazy and the most beautiful things was seeing all of the people that we know now, seeing Baby, seeing Tia and Tamara, the twins, as kids, seeing Journey and Jesse Smollett, you know, seeing a young Niecy Nash, Clifton Powell, Don Cheadle, the what's your boy Professor Ogilvy that was on the Parkers, the one that Monique was pretty much stalking. Monique was on her Pepe Le Pew game, you know what I'm saying? Basically was basically trying to take it, you know what I'm saying? That's just the way I saw it. That's just the way I saw it. But you know, then they finally got, you know what I'm saying, and they're just casting people and then finding everybody, you know what I'm saying, everybody who's very familiar, like Choir Boy. I'm not too familiar with him, but obviously Leon, one of the coolest cats, you know what I'm saying, around. uh Irene Curl, you know what I'm saying, legend. uh you know, getting Sarge. I mean, it's so many well known people in this. You know, Michael Wright. You know what I'm saying, and it's like he always be playing these characters that got some demons, and it's like, yo, this is dude is something. Like, I don't know about this cat. This cat, like, I remember Belly when Nas was like, DMX, my boy, but I just don't know what this cat sometime. And it's almost like art imitating life with that dude for real, you know. And as they getting the movie done, uh and he's like meeting all these like actors and stuff, that he meets the actress, the little girl that plays his sister. And it was like crazy that the battle just to keep the scene with her in it, that the powers that be kept wanting to cut it because they was going over budget. Then you have, you know, the problems come in is like them learning how to dance and Robert being so busy in the director's chair everywhere that he wasn't practicing with him. So when they did do the dance move together, Robert was pretty much like slacking. He was lacking. Because they like, yo man, you got to get in this, man. You know what I'm saying? Uh, and just the ups and downs and the fact that they brought, I forgot what he said the guy was, but they just had a guy on set who was monitoring the budget, you know what I'm saying, to be like just watching everything because they kept getting delayed. So, and he kept getting the call like, all right, Robert, what's up? Come on now, don't let us send your man, don't let us send the wolf. You know what I'm saying? And this cat probably just mean mugging and stalking and no, uh and he had to fight so hard to keep that scene with the little girl that played his sister, you know, because they just didn't understand it. And that's another thing. It's like you got these white, you know what I'm saying, execs and powers that be who don't understand the culture, who don't understand the vibe, and you try to explain it to them, and it's like they don't get it. That's why it really pisses me off. Um, like whenever it's black movies, it's like we can't relate, so that's why we're not gonna watch it. Or you notice that black movies always get bad reviews or bad ratings. That's why you got to see stuff for yourself. You know what I mean? But it's like with everybody else movie, it's like we all watch it. We don't even care if there's any black people in it sometimes. We watch it regardless. But with our movies and our entertainment stuff, it's always that. You know, and so much of that played in, and something else that really, you know what I'm saying, that really hit me and really also pissed me off was that when everything got done, Obviously, you have problems on the set. Michael was kind of acting out a little bit, you know what I'm saying? And Robert, pretty much got the angel and the devil on his shoulders, you know what I'm saying, when convenient, just to make it work. And then it was crazy how all these like celebrities was coming on set, like Lou Rawls and Denzel came on set. You know what I'm saying? It was so many people, supporting the movie, supporting it being made. Then there was like Whitney had called. It was like she made a big mistake, you know what I'm saying, after everybody saw the movie. And it was one of them things where that and then they said that New Jack City came out around the same time, and we know how good New Jack City was, and that is a certified classic. But the fact that that was around the time that people were shooting in the movies, and that derailed so much stuff. You know what I'm saying? That hurt the movie. And then the part that pissed me off was that people thought the movie was too positive. Where in the hell do, and that's a problem. It's like, it's so much negativity, and the fact that we don't want to see nothing positive. Like, what is that? I don't understand it. You can't go on any social media and not seeing something negative, whether it's racist stuff, war, fighting, discrimination of some sorts, or just negativity. People just being angry or negative for no reason, man. And like, don't you want to see something uplifting? Don't you want to see something different? Because like they said, y'all sending, and then the fact that nobody went to the movie did not do good in theaters, and the fact that everybody always talk about they want black stuff, black stuff, black stuff, but we don't support it. We'll support everybody else stuff in a heartbeat, but we be BSing when it comes to supporting our own. And that is a problem. You know what I'm saying? And then these days more than any, people are so much caught up in what other people think instead of going to find out for themselves. I'm always finding out stuff for myself. You know what I'm saying? Obviously I'm gonna look at reviews and stuff like that, like, okay, alright, but I'm gonna go check it out myself. You know what I'm saying? That's the way it is. You ain't even got to go to the movies to see it. At least support it. Go wait till it come out on DVD or streaming or whatever it is, man. But they had to keep getting the word out because they was gonna take the movie out of theaters. And the fact that they went on Team Summit to talk about it, and the fact they saying that we are sending a message to Hollywood that we don't want to see nothing positive. You know what I mean? That we just want to see the gangsters, the drug dealers, the pimps, everything negative, you know what I'm saying? Like nothing else, like no diversity in the black actor and actresses, nothing. It's just the same old game, you know. So when the movie came out on DVD, video, that's when it exploded. I said DVD. That's when it exploded. When it came out on video, the word of mouth, and that's how I became a certified classic. So it was good that they got the come up. It's, you know what I'm saying, like after everything, you know what I mean, like the ups and downs, the trials and tribulations, the casting, dealing with the big wigs, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, especially with our stuff, if stuff don't hit right off the back, they gonna drop it so fast. They don't give it no time, you know. But everything worked out. The actors showed out, you know what I'm saying? And it was just a great look at it. There's a lot of stuff that I left out, but I just wanted to get this quick real review. I watched it on YouTube, and it is very worth checking out the making of the Five Heartbeats. So many classic scenes. So many cats showed out, Shy Guy, the rival group, what I'm saying, with the light skinned dude, who a lot of people, what I'm saying, didn't like. You know what I'm saying? Cats just feeling themselves, dealing with the racism. You know what I mean? Like, overall, man, great movie, great documentary, man. So I hope I hope y'all like this review. So basically, this is just a shout out to my boy, Cool to the Fullest, and that's what it is. So y'all choose to follow me to see other stuff I do. Subscribe to the channel, hit the like button. JV Lewis, y'all be safe out here. Catch y'all on the rebound, and I'll see y'all good people next video. Peace.